Hello, welcome back to another Project H2 video. Today we have episode 5 of season 1 of Bayern Munich career mode, and we begin today's episode with a game against Werder Bremen. It is day 9 and video 18 of the 12 days of Christmas, and already we have opened up a 21-point lead, not a 21-point lead, a 5-point lead with 21 points, 100% record, which is absolutely insane. We do start the game very, very positively as well. A lot of energy in that shot from Rode, and you're seeing in our football there's a lot of energy and a lot of confidence, and trust me, it takes pretty much the peak of your confidence and the limitation of your confidence to pull out of the bag a header like that from Andre Schürrle. He has been just simply fantastic at this club so far, and that diving header is sensational. I don't score diving headers often, and I tell you what, that is one of the best ways to ever score a diving header. He dived forward and angled his head backwards, meaning that as the ball hit it, it was perfectly placed into the corner of the net. That's really one of my favourite goals I've scored, and now that takes his tally to 3 goals in the Bundesliga, although he's not always a first team player, which is just mental. And we do continue the game as Schürrle once again races through to the middle. He finds it at Shaqiri's feet as Shaqiri slides it through. Weiser, who we were given a chance in this game against Werder Bremen, couldn't quite find the back of the net. But the target wasn't found any more times in that first half, and we do go in at half-time 1-0 up. So it's FC Bayern 1, Werder Bremen 0, and going into the second phase of the football match, we are looking to try and stabilise this lead. Shaqiri picks the ball up as he drives forward, looks for the space. He confidently switches the ball around, drives in, stretches his legs, has a fly at it, and unfortunately for him, couldn't quite guide it in to the back of the net. But Shaqiri picks it up on the corner when Schürrle eventually is on the ball. He plays it back towards Bernat. Bernat has a strike, and it was a good one. It was a very good one. And unfortunately for the left back, he couldn't quite find the back of the net. But Schweinsteiger eventually picked up the ball as he looked to find the target, but couldn't after the keeper pulled off a very good save. Corner it is, and as we whip it in, it is Rode who couldn't meet it first. Came back out to Weiser. It's a great shot by Weiser, but it is Rode, the man of the moment, who currently took the goal. Weiser will claim it, but it will go down as a Rode goal. It took the deflection on the way through. We can't take anything away from Weiser, though. It was a great pick-up by the Mitchell, the youngster. Mitchell Weiser, of course, that's why I call him Mitchell. And the deflection, well, I think it would have been saved, and the deflection did just sneak it over the goalkeeper's gloves, and unfortunately for him, of course, unfortunately for the goalkeeper, it couldn't quite scramble it clear. So we do finish this game with 3 more points on the board, 2-0 to our way, and we are flying right now. We are on hot fire, and this is the game which we are really looking to continue that in. Juventus currently sit on 4 points with 2 games played. We sit on 6 points with 2 games played. We've got a 100% record in the Champions League, and we definitely don't want to change that. But it is Juventus with the first chance as Paolo, the tactician, did release it, and the shot was once again released, but unfortunately for Juventus, they couldn't quite find the back of the net. But as Lewandowski skips past the defender, Lewandowski has a chance here, and he's got to be scoring them goals, because this is the story of Lewandowski. He seems to score every game when he has about 10 chances. He'll score 1 goal in 10 chances. But against teams like Juventus, you won't get them 2 chances. He needs to be more clinical, and the chances he misses are poor. But as Llorente drives down to the wing, he cuts inside towards the edge of the area. Now he plays it towards the byline as Vidal picks it up. He runs backwards and waits for the option. Evra picks it up now, holds the ball up to Marquisio. Marquisio's got space, taps it through to Tevez, and really, the killer chance was taken excellently by the Argentinian Mr. Carlos Tevez. Really, the thing which changed that phase was the fact that I brought my centre-back out, and he got pulled out horrifically there by Boateng. I believe I pulled out horrifically. Poor defending by me, and that does mean that we currently sit behind. But they just simply can't be doing that at the top level of football, Juventus, and we really do pick them off. That's why you should always gamble on chances like that. Thomas Muller scores the sweaty, very sweaty, even considering we won it back from the free kick. We just reacted first there. The Juventus player needs to run to the ball. They need to meet the ball there. And luckily, the ball just sneaked in. I was worried that Muller was going to miss that opportunity as it was flying towards the top right corner. I was worried it was going to go wide. But I suppose it means that Muller is always looking for a nice, accurate shot, even when there's no goalkeeper in the net. And it is the final few minutes now. One last chance, maybe, to stabilise a victory from this game. A draw would be excellent. But we want to try and get a victory to get that advantage on Juventus going into the final 3 games. And once more, the cross is deflected out for another corner kick. Can we get anything from this one? It is Ribéry again, the French left midfielder. Whips it in with his right. It's towards Shaqiri. Scramble, Hummels! Oh man, the header just wasn't powerful enough for Mats Hummels. But Boateng here, he picks it up in the midfield areas. We drive into the last third with Shaqiri now. Robben on the ball. Robben moves it in. Muller's done it. Thomas Muller has scored the second goal, and unbelievably, probably against the run of play to a certain extent on the whole match parameters, although in this certain phase we were sort of putting a lot of pressure on them at this point. Well, ultimately, we go ahead. Muller, you can't let the attacker sneak between the defenders, split the defenders apart, and then eventually get the free header, which took it past, I believe in goal was Buffon. Lloris, sorry. They bought Hugo Lloris in the summer transfer window. So we get a very, very lucky 3 points. And I mean a very lucky 3 points. Borussia Mönchengladbach currently stand up next on the list though, and they are a decent team, but they aren't having the best of campaigns. They sit in 8th with 12 points from, guess what, 8 games. Borussia Dortmund aren't currently contending us for the title though, but certainly doing better than their real life counterparts who are currently, sitting in like the relegation zone, aren't they, or something like that. Unbelievable stuff in real life from Dortmund. Honestly can't believe it. But Robben does pick up the ball, and it's a positive state of mind going into this game as a very confident Dutch winger couldn't quite find the back of the net. But as Lewandowski once more catches the defenders in possession, Lewandowski drives forward. He's got the one-on-one opportunity, holds up the ball for a little bit, but then the shot unleashed was very poor. And this is what I mean about Lewandowski. I don't show you every single miss of his, because otherwise there would be so many that the video would be an infinite amount of time. So you're not seeing the bad things. You only really see the good things about Lewandowski. He can do all of the work, but then he doesn't have the finish up until this point where he slipped it past the Borussia Mönchengladbach keeper. And despite the fact that we were deadlocked for the second time in a row at half-time, we now break that and go into the 1-0 ascendancy. It was a good reverse pass, and Lewandowski had the vision to see where the goalkeeper was going to dive and managed to slice it into the corner of the net. Great header by Rode as the goal kick was taken, and the through ball was straight into Muller. Muller's touch sort of took it past the defender, but couldn't quite finish that opportunity, so it is a throw-in our way. Pardon me, but Robben plays it now to Lahm. Lahm picks the ball up and does a little mini cross, and as the cross is headed away, Cruz attacks, but it's a fabulous tackle by Boateng, I believe that was. They're such rocks in defence. All of my defenders are so rock solid, and the Schürrle chance just fired wide from the finesse there. Didn't quite have the very finesse which he needed to convert that opportunity, but as the ball was very well rooted into the box, you see occurringly now how recently midfield is so good that the team can't keep possession in midfield. So that means that they have to route to long balls, and the route one tactic doesn't work either because our defence wins every single header, and even Rode himself, his interceptions on this game is amazing. I have already compared him to Matic before, and he's definitely my version of Matic, popping up with the goals now and then and sweeping across that back four, cleaning up everything like a bloody mop, and that means that we get another 3 points. This was a Deutsche Pokal, I believe that's how you say it, Deutsche Pokal. if you have any suggestions, Germans, if there's any Germans watching this, make sure you tell me down below how you say it. And luckily, we do get the opening goal through Pizarro in the cup competition. I was thinking about playing this game because I was thinking about actually playing every game, but it was against a Bundesliga 2 side. And yes, it is interesting to play slightly different teams considering they are in a lower league. But I think the only time I'd really play a Bundesliga 2 side is if it was 1860 Munich, because of course that would be a derby. I just said, sorry, that it would be a derby and it would be at both the Allianz Arena grounds. And we do make the game 2-0 as we pretty much wrap that up. But what I wonder is, if it was ever to happen that, the derby between the two being played, would they share the ground half and half? Or would it be one home fixture and then one away fixture where the one shares it more than one shares it the other? Who knows? Maybe one day we'll do an 1860 career mode and see what they do on FIFA. But anyway, I did thank watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you smash the like button. 12 Days of Christmas is very, very close to its end. It's got about 3 days left now, I believe. It's the 2nd of January now, and you know, it's already Happy New Year and stuff, but I just thought I'd wish you a Happy New Year again, and I wish you health and happiness in 2015. And that sounded quite queer, but anyway, I did thank watching. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit like to support the series, and I will see you next time.